Please take a moment of silence as we pay tribute to a couple of skateboard heavies that we've lost early this year already. Rest in peace, Ken Block and Dave Schubert. PODDY Awards, huh? Okay.
I ain't putting on no fake face coming in. Hey, I ain't doing that.
No fake faces.
Started out like we did last time with, that was Earth People, right?
Oh, yeah.
Started out with that.
Yeah, let's listen to that real quick.
Cool Keith, Earth
Because
People.
then I can really get in the vibe. Where am I?
New York from to California.
We were born in Jupiter.
And that's kind of where we're coming. We're coming from space right now due to the fact that...
that's a good...
See? We're coming in for a landing for you guys right now. That's what it is.
Is it called Earth People even?
Hey everybody, this is Sharal Camisa Smith, and you're listening to Talkin Schmit.
Wi-Fi check 1, Wi-Fi check 2.
Hey.
What's up?
What are Yuns doing?
What do you think, Talkin?
Talkin Schmit.
I'm already not watching.
Yeah, you're doggy!
There's something magical about waking up when no one else is up.
Damn, is this like the coolest thing I'm ever gonna do?
Bro, just wait.
My nerves are going crazy.
Is this going on? Can you see my logo?
The internet is giving the voiceless a voice.
Because America's all cool and they hear all the rumors about California.
All these fuckers that want to get all pissed off at me that I push Mongo, I still beat most of them in the street contest, so they can go suck a fucking dick.
B to the R to the YCE. AVA, yeah, that's me.
We didn't even talk about Genco, man. I want to get my Genco sponsor back.
How long have you been doing it? Talkin Schmit, right?
There's no right or wrong at skateboarding.
What do you mean, bro? Christian Fletcher's younger brother. What do you think?
I wouldn't say it was fun by any means.
Let me show this to you.
$200 bottles of wine.
All we need is the filmer, Schmitty. That's all we need.
That dude ollied that bush and changed our whole world.
That was one of the pinnacle moments in my life.
Get ready to suffer.
I met Ed Asner.
Your mind is just like, get me the fuck out of here.
Fuck the Dodgers.
I knew nothing and Solomon knew everything.
Yeah, do you really want to hear this story?
Him revving it up at like fucking 10 in the morning.
I actually rollerbladed first.
And then Tom showed up, and I love Tom. He's my hero.
No jokes, no smokes.
Ooh, I'd say my favorite thing is Alpha Macaroni.
I remember Corey Duffel called me a tech guy.
Wait, audience, there's a call coming in. Wait, it's Joe Valdez.
I think I literally almost like passed out. I was so excited.
Most of these guys, their opinion don't matter. They ain't really did nothing.
All of a sudden, Roscoe makes it like he cured fucking cancer. That is so fantastic.
Hey everybody, it's PODDY time, and I am so excited. We have a great show for you with the 4th annual PODDY Awards program. I'm not going to lie, I watched the Golden Globes last night, and they got nothing on us. Anyway, a few thoughts, and then Schmitty's given me the podium to announce the first 3 awards. 2 things I loved about this season of Talkin Schmit: the variety of laughter. There are some great giggles out there. And my favorite, Mr. Rick Ibisetta.
Rick, unfortunately, you didn't win the award, but you did win Cheryl's pick, which is an award in itself. So there you go.
The second thing I loved about this season was hearing from the listeners. Every now and then he'd get a text or a DM or an email, and he would share them with me, and it warms my heart to know how the podcast is enjoyed by some of you out there. So keep sending those messages, and hopefully Schmitty will share them with me next season. Beep, 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 beep.
Hold on.
Beep, 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 beep.
We knew going into this that we had to do it. We just didn't know when. But let's fucking drop a hammer on the world right now, because today, January 12th, Every year, it's the same thing. It's like,
Please, no, don't do it. Please get it out of there. It's not supposed to go.
It's Tim McKenney's birthday.
Dude, McKenney is fucking so rad.
So we've created a nice little montage for Timmy. Thanks to the good homie Shane Medanich.
Shout out.
For creating the audio that we're going to use with a little video clip. So if you're watching on YouTube, you have visual. If you're not, you still get the rich audio that Shane has provided. Needless to say, Timothy Donald McKenney, I love you. Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday. Go have some pie at Heidi's.
All of us got to do a tour.
Tim McKenney, if I was going to tell him what he should do, he should focus on one thing because he has a lot of power and energy. And if he puts it into one thing, it's going to shine bright.
Happy birthday to you. TMC, McKenna, I get a witness. We love you, Timmy. Mwah. If you're not following him, go to his YouTube and just follow him for at least 24 hours. You can cancel later, but let's just see how many people we can get to raise that hype for him. He doesn't look at the numbers, but someone will mention it to him and he will really appreciate it. So let's get into the awards.
Let's do it.
What do we want to start out with?
We're going to start off with an emotional and close to the heart Mother of the Year award.
We had a lot of contenders, and I don't want to do any disservice to anyone by naming people because then I've left someone out. This year, the 2022 Mother of the Year, it has to go to...
Let's see. The winner of Mother of the Year, Cranny's mom, Susan Joan Barry Horn Stosna. Congrats.
Yeah, Sue, it was great talking with you throughout the beginning of the year and just staying in tune with you. We all love Alex, and we were all so worried about him. We almost didn't go on our honeymoon, true story. But when he came through and getting that Happy Mother's Day text exchange with you, that was a great day. Cranny's like one of my best friends, so... It was just, apparently we're going to get a photo of Alex's mom wearing the Cranny shirt and the trophy's in the mail. So big love, Sue. Hope to see you both soon. Okay, a little bit of a lighter one. We have this thing in the beginning of each podcast called an intro. Everybody does one. Who did it the best? I don't know who did it the best, but what stuck out to us, because this was one that did not go up in the polls. So the viewers didn't vote on this one. This is a Schmitty choice. With that being said, the intro of the year goes to
Joe Valdez.
Hit the reel.
Okay. Also, I just said, this is Joao Valdez talking with Schmidt.
Or you're listening to Talkin Schmit.
Oh, Talkin Schmit.
Yeah, that's the name of the podcast.
Oh, Talkin Schmit. Oh, nice. Nice ring to it.
Look at this.
I see. Talkin Schmit. Oh, I get it. I get it. Okay.
Okay, well, part of the agreement of getting Sharal here was she had to represent the ladies. So without further ado, we're going to dive into one of the heaviest awards of the entire year. But I want to give big props this year to Laura Botto, Haley Wilson, Marissa Del Santo, Brie Elrod, first actress ever on the show, and Bryce Wettstein. all these girls were fabulous, and it was really cool to have each one on the pod. I had some special moments with each one, and so many to reflect on. Bryce was hilarious and also just like so creative and cool. And Bree was amazing, like somebody who I had never even really talked to at all, and just having that rapport. Marissa is a legend. So catching up with her after not seeing or talking to her for a while. I mean, yeah, you know. But Haley Wilson, deep down under in Australia with the COVID and just, yeah, doggy and all that excitement. But we had to take 2 because the first one, she was coughing too much. That's amazing. And I love the Australians. I hope to do more in the following year. And then, of course, Laura Bato down at Skateworks, who happened to be the first ever skate shop that allowed us to bring our recording down there and do an in-store shop interview. So
I loved that episode.
All those were real highlights for me, no doubt. I couldn't pick a winner. So you, the viewers, voted. We put polls out on the website, and this is going to be the first of your results. Sharal Camisa Smith, my wife, she gets to announce the winner of this amazing award.
So excited.
And a trophy will be in the mail.
The winner is Marissa Del Santo. Congrats.
That was the best introduction. Short story long. I got like $2,000 for 3rd place. I was like, I'm here to skate. Get me out of here. Our friend Sean, we called him Gay Dad. I wanted to skate and do the damn thing. Probably the scariest thing I've ever done. Kind of cringe. I wanted to go all out. I was like, if I'm gonna dress up like a girl, I'm gonna be like a whore. Like I'm gonna wear like some skimpy shit, go to the extreme. Like if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be like a slut. Cherish the glory of like beating the preppy girls. I was like, yes, like fucking won that shit. That's the shining light amidst all the bullshit though.
Thank you all for coming on the show. It really means a lot. Spread the word to your friends. It's not that bad. I don't bite. I also want to say one last thing before we get into the car and start the show. I really want to give a special extra thank you to Shane, who has provided all the music for me. Like so last minute sometimes. Like, hey, dude, can you get me this award song like tonight? And he'll just crank something out and send it to me. It never goes unnoticed, and I appreciate it so much. And it adds so much to what we're doing. All the music for the skate montages that we made were by Shane. A lot of the different little things we've made are by Shane. Since we've started doing YouTube, we need to have the rights to the music. And I'm so privileged to have a friend that is as talented as him. Please go to the smproject.bandcamp.com and check out all his work. Give him a follow, give him a clap sign, send him some coffee, whatever you feel like doing. Shane, big love. And I might see you in New York in April. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
So any last words before you send us to the rainy shores of Pacifica?
Keep up the good work, babe. I'm really proud of you. I get to see behind the scenes and see how much work this takes. And every week you put your heart and soul into it. And I hear lots of laughter and some great conversations. And I'm really proud of what you're creating.
Do we need more stickers on the wall?
Always.
Yep. Well, without further ado, you want to send us off?
Sure. Let's go out to the beach in the Honda Accord for Schmitty and Timothy Donald McKenney for the annual PODDY Awards.
It's party time, y'all. Let's fucking go.
Here comes the nice.
Now I feel better. I got a little fire all of a sudden.
A little fire, a little fire, a little fire. Earth people.
Wow.
We are in Pacifica. This is Timothy McKenney, and I'm Schmitty.
Donald, middle name.
Timothy Donald McKenney. I'm Schmitty, and this is the PODDY Awards. This is our 4th PODDY Awards.
Longer than my skate career right here, dude. Sitting here with Talkin Schmit, dude. Insane. I can't believe we're back for another PODDY. Rock away. Shout out Eric J, dude. This one's for you. I don't care. You don't want to talk about that, but there's a lot of people. Phil, Tim Brosh, we love you. I don't give a fuck. Shout out.
2022, no one died. I love it. I got a question for you because it's the holiday season. I've been thinking about this a lot this week. Do you remember the first moment that you realized there is no Santa Claus?
Oh, dude, thank God. I'm going to bring it to this. No, and I know it was some older buddy telling me there wasn't, breaking it to me. My kid, he's 10, and he still believes in Santa. My kid, for the all month, I'm moving around Magic Elf, and he's getting up in the morning and finding it. So somehow, he's 10 and he's still got Santa and the little elf and he's having a great time. So that's all that fucking matters. I remember getting blown. He's got older buddies and I kind of thank them for not fucking ruining it for him yet because he's still having a good time at 10.
Yeah, I remember like pretending we were asleep so we could sneak downstairs to like confirm if it was true or not. So how are we going to do this? You want to run through some of the episodes? You want to like give some shout outs to some people?
I'm starting out how I did last year because it started out a good flow. First of all, I want to start out with Kenny McOsborne for being the younger generation of guy. He's put me in check plenty of times when it comes to how I'm feeling as the older generation. He'll literally tell me how it is and be like, you know, Tim, I see what you're saying, but it's like this. So I respect you for being able to humble old ass McKenney.
Shout out.
Next, I want to shout out Atlas for keeping me laced up when it comes to cabs and going in there for my Spitfire Formula 4 54s and my fucking anti-heroes. My 2 favorite boards this year were the Curb Crusher and the 14-inch 4.25 square tail, double tail almost. I'm in love.
Shape D.
So I want to shout out Atlas for looking out, keeping me laced. That's Marissa, Andy, Daniel, Mikey, and Ryan. You guys look the fuck out, and I love you guys. Next, I want to thank All I Need, Anthony Shetler, for making me feel special again, for making me feel like a kid again for the first time in 20 years and going to my parents' house and getting a box of boards. It just meant a lot, dude. Shout out to your hobo graphic. I fucking love it. I want to shout out Brooke Kelly and Roxy. Go check her out at Bevy and Brian. She just did her first board graphic. I'm super proud of her. And I want to shout out her boys over at Skate Wild. It's a skate camp that isn't just about skating. It takes them out into the wild. They're lighting fires. They're learning how to make their own spoons. And it's bringing the kids back into nature and the love for the earth. So I'm very proud of Andy Dicker and Jordy. I'm pretty sure that's it for now.
Well, I want to give a shout out. Brendan Klein, you're high on my list, dude.
Ripping salad, fool.
Klein was the fuego. Me and Tim went down to his curb. Tim started talking shit on the curb, and like 5 minutes later, he's having the best time of his life.
It's true.
And then fucking we were just hooking up with Brendan, the 3 of us, and that's how that whole curb video came together, really. And I also obviously want to give a shout out to the love of my life, Sharal Camisa Smith.
Misa.
My wife, she's the influence, and she's helping me, supporting me, doing everything. I can't even say enough about that. Tim was talking about some influences and I fucking forgot the mag, but I was going to bring the new Thrasher because on the cover is one of the guys that both Tim and I have really been fucking hyped on, and that's not Nick Garcia, but Nick Matthews.
Fuck, don't start taking my favorite skaters of the year. My undergrad
Smith cover.
That was heard around the fucking world.
Scramble.
Or just your style, dude. The way you pop, the way you land, it's almost martial arts. Over that, even your straight ollie over that long bend. Just your pop is fucking, it's the backside Smith heard around the world. We might as well do it too. I want to say his name right. Antonio
Durao.
Hey, your
Skate
style stuck out for me this year. I'm going for those underground kids. And then the last one, dude, is Dalton Dern. You three stood out this year for me. I don't care underground or not, dude. When you're doing a 540 sick ass line and ending it with the fucking Tommy Guerrero kick flip backside grab, it's like, who the fuck is that? It was on a what is it, Fallen Shoes edit. Go check it out. I think they're in Costa Rica. Whoever was in the comments, I asked who the fuck was that. They got back to me instantly. I figured it was Jamie. I mean, I don't know, but like, that's a good team. Even the only two internet dudes I watch are both on your team. It's that Chris and the other kid that are on PAL. They fucking rip. You got them on the team, man. So shout out, man.
Well, speaking of Jamie Thomas, when he did that 5-0 that was a little off and he looked at the camera and went, one more, I got one more, and that's Stone Pork, Elijah Ackerley. Fucking gnarly year for you, dude.
South City, dude. South City represent, bro. You were there at the spots, bro.
And he's from Maine, but more importantly, he turned pro and he's just fucking ripping. We got this close to a clip at China Banks that was insane. I'm sure he's gonna get it like any
Long
minute.
bench?
No, short bench.
Yeah, let's not even talk. Get it, kid. Hurricane,
just
backside
know
hurricane
that
to fakey, because that's
coming.
mine. Don't take it.
But yeah, hell yeah, Elijah. And there's tons of ripping this year, but those are some of the, as Tim likes to call it, maybe underground ripper, maybe on the verge of not being underground anymore.
I almost feel like me and Schmitty must be on the same page, because the two people he does, Klein, be holding it down with salad and grip tape and just that vibe. I forgot to shout you out. Ackerley, I was asking Magnahead about you fucking 3 years ago at that little thing at the ramp, going, who is this kid and how's he not pro or sponsored? Magnahead said he don't give a fuck. That's what he said. He don't give a fuck about that. It showed in your skating when you just don't give a fuck. Go out to your girl, get a Budweiser, come back and kick flip Indy to fake and go, that's the first one I ever did. It looked like you done 100 of them. That's how sick as fuck you are, bro. So shout out to you, and coming to South City and skating that handrail, finding the old school one that I found back in the day that Schmitty filmed. What's his name on? You remember your boy.
Ebon?
Yeah, Ebon. You went and found the Ebon rail some fucking how. I found that back in the day.
Ebon Marino from Basque Country. Tío, venga.
You're doing it for us, man. Shout out to Black Label and the shit you're doing, man. Fuck yeah.
Absolutely. The all-terrain vehicle, me and Tim were talking about all kinds of shit the other day, just spitting, and I was like, dude, it's always come back to, who was it? Danny Way, Cardiel, the guys that skate everything. You also obviously have to do your tricks properly. You can't do a fucking stink grab 540 and think you're Mr. It. You have to do that thing properly. So everything matters, and we see little things in different people that we appreciate. Also, I want to give a shout out to Brian Sieber out in Ignition in Pennsylvania, because that dude he helps my psyche and helps my fuego stay lit. He always chimes in. Christian Cooper, I talk to him almost every day.
Beautiful
a lot of
art.
times we talk about the Giants, but it's pretty much all over the map with him. And then Matt O'Brien, I hope I didn't hurt your feelings, but you came in with a nice compliment, and I suck at taking compliments, so I just threw back, oh, you sound like that song Stan from Eminem, I'm your biggest fan. And it was just my way of brushing it off. I love you, and I appreciate all your positive stoke.
I appreciate you for your fucking style, because it's fucking different than others, and I really like it. I don't even know how to explain it, but you hold something different in you. It shows in your energy. To see you as the man you are now, I'm just stoked to see you on the pod, period. But you always, when I thought of the East Coast and style, you were one of those guys that kind of stood out for whatever it was. To get love now and to see love now from vice versa, dude. We love each other fucking through skateboarding. 20 years later, nothing fucking matters. It's so awesome, dude.
Yeah, we got like a bunch of awards right here we're going to give out. And, just reflect on some of the shit throughout the year. Before Tim goes into, he's got a list of some stuff. I just want to pay attention to something that I was pretty proud of that we did this year, which was we created 2 skateboard videos that was just skateboarding, along with all the podcasts. I don't know how many pods there were this year, but I'm guessing around 40. But on top of that, we did all curb edit, and then we did just a submission where it was anything goes. And both of those seemed like people really came through with rad shit. I mean, Barker Barrett, that shit was insane. Just to get like that much footage of Barker, but then have it that good.
So good.
Like hyped on that forever. Much love. Hopefully Barker and I are gonna do a pod.
Dude's a riot. You know Barker?
Yeah.
He's a funny dude.
He's one of the best.
Woodward.
Oh, please, no, don't do it. Please get it out of there. It's not supposed to go.
Up in the trees, bro, with Ryan, you, and Poncho, dude. I love you, dude. Get on the pod, Barker.
What would you say about those two videos? Like, did you have a favorite? Were they about the same? Like, which one did you like more?
I'm gonna express my feelings. I want to start out, first of all, I want to give this hero a shout out for the KQED style Channel 9 documentary of China Banks. Let's give it up for the sickest thing on fucking Thrasher in my books. I want to shout out Julian and fucking Duffy for making me fucking feel special, dude. Thank you for the shout outs on that. It meant more than... They pay you to say that? Did Schmitty pay you to fucking say that? Thank you, man. That was insane. When it comes to the Kerm, I really want to give it up to Adams. Jason, when it comes to being a part with you and Struben at the end like that, first of all, I don't even feel worthy. You guys are curb gods to me. I want to say, I have gained such a respect for Struben's curb style and fucking butterface grind. You have no idea how much I love you just for your curb shit alone. And then Adams, that last trick that just sticks out is the slappy to no comply shifty.
Smooth.
Oh, shifty, right? It was no comply, no pivot, no comply pivot. It was so fucking beautiful. The flow of it, I couldn't, but I was in awe of just that one trick alone, how beautiful it looked. Then you got Struben, and then I'm coming on with a no comply. I'm going, oh, fucking no. But it all blended. Just to be with you guys meant the world. And I stressed myself out so hard on that shit. Thanks, fools. I'm like, no, I'm not even going there right now. I got my kid and all kinds of shit to deal with. But being an edit, and to be there on Talkin Schmit alive again, it's like, fucking thank you. I love all you guys for fucking partaking, dude. Some of those tricks were, whoever the kid was doing I think his name was Andrew, so he does a crooked grind and nollies into the bank, but it kind of slides into fakie on the yellow. But anyways, a lot of respect for everyone who put in there. You know, awesome.
One DVD behind the scenes thing I'd like to throw in there was when we were doing it, Tim has his little quirks about filming, and you can't blame him, but like part of it is just getting Tim to believe that like this is going to be fun and he's going to whatever. So we're going out, and Tim in the beginning is talking about this pole jam to 50-50 on a curb, and I'm like, it's not gonna happen. You're gonna go straight up and land on it and not grind. He's like, no dude, I got this. So we went and got like all this other stuff, and we were saving that kind of for like, that was the last thing for some reason that we got. And he does it like first try over, grinds, pops off, runs out. Next one, he does exactly how you saw it in the video. And I look at him, I was like, I was wrong. So, fucking, that was sick. That was so fun to do that video. We'll do another one, hopefully, next year.
I feel like you guys could understand that when it comes to filming, you put a lot, probably why I quit skating, all the pressure you put on yourself. But I'm finding that you can pre-program yourself like a CD. To where you see all these images, you get it to where you get, I learned it with you this time around, it really came. How much time did we spend on tricks? Usually, oh, got it. Because it was almost like I had pre-programmed it and it was ready. I haven't felt that natural about shit again, to where, to actually see it produced to how good you did it, the slow-mos and everything. Fucking, I was proud of you made me proud of my skateboarding. And we are our biggest critics. We're gonna hate on everything to where, dude, thank you for making me look shine. Thanks for making us shine. One shine, dude.
It was so fun. Well, let's see what you got.
This is kind of what we did last year too. It's just first thought when it comes to everyone, every guest on the pod, your first thought, back and forth bounce. If I can't get as good of an explanation, you can. So it's like we can bounce. But I really wanted to start out with the heaviest hitter when it comes to like, what the fuck is this pod hex? This is some voodoo ass crazy shit. Was number one, Danny.
Cola.
Yeah, and Cran, within a week, Cran's in a coma. You don't understand how hard that hit, man. When you came out of it, it must have been 2 weeks later. My kid's asking if our friend's okay. And I'm going, oh my God, my kid actually, this must have even affected my kid seeing it through me. I don't even know you, but I love you, dude. What the fuck is that? To where, what was it, last week you guys are hanging out?
Yeah.
You guys are hanging out, and there's you kissing Stroob, and he's got the shirt on. And I instantly freak out, lift up, and my bottom shirt is the Thanksgiving cranny shirt to where I felt connected with. I was number 4 in the gang right there, dude. So I don't know you, but I love you. You feel me?
And I want to give Cranny this award, actually. The fucking Stop the Nego award. Because you were in a coma, you started out the year with this fucking energy that was like, no, here we go again. But you were like, I'm coming back, motherfuckers. And then no friends died this year. That feels fucking epic. And Cranny, dude, I know you're a little impatient about like the certain things of balance or whatever, like, but you're alive and we all love you, and it's only going to get better every day. You're going to relearn to fucking balance the perfect wave. You're already surfing. It's amazing. Nothing but love.
That and just everyone was there for you. You know, everyone was there for you. Girlie's coming to visit you. Mama's there. I'm getting texts through him of your mom going through what your process, because I'm that freaked out. Schmitty telling me to where I actually got to see where you were. It's just crazy like that. I'm so glad you're okay. Let's go back to Danny. Danny's goes for, you want to say, he's the mellowest part of the year, dude. You know, just mellow as shit, then get him in a ditch. You know what I'm saying? Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's like the unsung, like, never gonna hype himself up, but his actions hype himself up beyond.
Actions speak louder.
Guy's
right?
an amazing artist, like those pineapples he did out of wood. A great surfer. We already know his skateboarding ability. Now he's a father and a husband. Like, Danny's the raddest. I love Danny.
Or even another one. We're a lot of surf talk going on there. Like later on, we got Nathan on, dude. It's just, it's funny how everything just fruition, full circle, reflection. It's just all on the pod and it keeps going. Let's go to the next one. I want you to start this one. Is it Bree Elrod? Tell me something. Give me something.
So what happened was we were, I've been into Dirt Nasty for years, like funny white rapper that he's from the Bay Area. He grew up with Hustle Jamie. There's all these connections. I interviewed him at Slim's a long time ago. So he's turned into an actor. He's been in Scary Movie 3, whatever. The dude's in this new movie that comes out. It's an independent film, and we watch it. And for some reason, I'm talking to Trixie, and she's like, yeah, we saw that too. It was a good movie. You should talk to that girl, Bree Elrod, the actress in that movie. She's super cool. I've been hitting her on Instagram, So without too much thought, I just sent her out a DM. She got back to me. Next thing you know, she's on the pod, and she was super fun to kick out the new year. Like, we're both in COVID, like isolation. I think she was maybe stuck in New York or something. And it was just really inspirational to like hear how other people were mentally handling that time when we were all so like not sure what was going on.
I'm gonna say something. I see you. My first girlfriend, my high school girlfriend, turned me on to a movie, Cannery Row. It's about Monterey and the cannery. I see you playing the lead actress in the remake of this from a 1982 version. I just see you there with the bonnet cap, even the dress. I could see you just rocking that. You are awesome. Your personality. We need a song from you. Get on that guitar and play a Talkin Schmit song. Yeah.
There we go.
You know, enough said. I just see you in the remake. Remake Cannery Row, 1982. Classic movie. If you are bored, look it up and watch it. It's a beautiful fucking movie.
Thanks for coming on too, Bree. I think you were one of the first legit actors that I ever had.
Next up is Tolan, and I'm gonna start this one out with Tolan. First of all, show me the river, boy. Let's go catch some salmon off the back. All we gotta do is snag one in the face. They're dying anyways. But first of all, you're the best storyteller, dude. I just love your stories. Hopefully he brings up about the goat trying to rape all you guys and Cardio's up in the fucking tree.
We take a bunch of acid. And I had a goat named Burly Goat. This goat was like, had horns, and it was like, I remember we were in the backyard and had an acre. And we were in the backyard, and Cardiel's up in the tree, scared of the goat, screaming, frying his balls off. And we had some girls over in the other side of the field that had laid out a blanket, and we were squirting them with water, and like, oh, it was just so much fun.
Dude, that kind of shit, you're just the best. I wish I don't think we ever met, but in a sense we're brothers anyways. We would think brothers, no? So fuck yeah, dude. It was nice to see you on the pod. Another one. Wow, you got him? Fuck yeah.
That might be the first award we've announced. I like it. 2022 Storyteller of the Year, Jeff Tolan.
Thank you, dude. Hopefully it's the goat. I forget what his name was.
What was sick for me was I went to SAC after that and got to kick it with him, Jesse Pius, Richard Pius, Andy Roy, and Jason Jesse. And then Tolan took us over to Windsor's shop. And that day, that was one of the highlights of my whole year. That was so fucking fun. Old crew, old stories, and nothing but laughter.
That's my dog.
Proud to see what you become, man. Hell yeah. So next up, we're going to do Haley. I want you to break. What was the process of getting her on?
Haley Wilson. She's an epic skateboarder, and she's from down under. Yeah, Sheezy was good friends with her, and did we already do Poppy at that point? I can't remember.
Yeah, Poppy had already been on.
Yeah, so they were like hyping it up, and then Haley and Poppy were in COVID lockdown again. So like when I hit her up, she had COVID. And we tried to do the interview, and she was coughing, and she's like, I'm so sorry, can we do it another time?
Oh, that sucked. Oh, I felt bad.
And then,
but
it was so funny that her and Poppy were kind of clowning me, Gregory.
That was
and
the best.
That's in the intro forever.
The clip. I want to say this. Poppy needs to come on and be more of a regular, because she's Poppy. You know what's Poppy is your personality. I almost wish you would have took over the show, and that's probably why I was wondering if you were going to be there. You would have took it over with that personality, but I almost wish you just would have stayed on, because you guys were killing it, almost like the Olsen Farmer trio kind of thing. You would have been there and kept the thing flowing. You just got something about you. Keep it. That's going to take you to ESPN. I'm not even kidding, girl. Take that personality and go make $1 million on ESPN.
Yeah, she did that TED Talk.
I saw that on Instagram and I was like, wow.
I'm going to start it off with, I've been harassing this guy to get Duffy on for fucking since the pod started. To have him early season, just coming through, story talking. I mean, fucking, it goes to, it just goes way deep. We actually hung out, and he fucking saw me acting like a fucking nut job, so.
We had fucking 8 times to China Banks for a frontside crooked grind, and the first day that I ever filmed with Pat, he did the back tail at China Banks. So like some of these things are just like never, like that's epic, right? And Pat Duffy was obviously, like him and Wade, I think probably the 2 most requested guys.
I'm still waiting for Wade.
But Duffy, walking through your garden, talking about fucking how you're handling being out in the middle of nowhere, and then just watching you rip in 2022, your skating is fuego. Like you're tray flips every time. You're everywhere you go. You're on the road with Duncan. You're over here. You're here. And then the Hall of Fame, kid.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Pat. You're the best.
We made it. We made it, man.
One thing that stands out, I don't know where I saw it. I believe it was during the pod, was you trying the frontside crooks. And you have it, you land and your knees buckle. The place makes you buckle. I just felt you as you buckle. You're laying there all flashed out like this, and a little girl comes up and hugs you. I figured that's your daughter. It was the most beautiful shit I ever seen.
Yeah.
Was that his daughter?
Yeah.
Like, dude, to have your daughter at China Banks going, it's okay, daddy? Fuck landing it. That's priceless, bro. That's what sticks out, is that your daughter coming up and it's okay, daddy, after your frontside crooks to fakes. Like, fuck yeah, bro. Congratulations, big dad.
And let's get that front crooks next year.
Let's got it. I got one too. I'll go there with you. I got some. I want to do something there too, dude. I want to do the McKenney on it.
Yeah.
Next up, JJ.
Ooh.
JJ Rogers started off. I got something to say too.
Well, It was a tough decision, but JJ. It was a tough decision, but JJ
is the what? Sea bass award? No shit.
Sea bass award? No shit.
A fisherman? Come on, it's gotta be JJ.
Well, let's. Oh, you know what? And the way you were talking about between, excuse me, I am a rookie clown, Mr. Flyboy. I bet you're Mr. Swing on it too. You swing right. You're traditional. We don't use bobbers fly fishing. I can see you now talking about going up to the Columbia with the fams and catching dinosaurs. Love the fucking pod. Start out the chaw. But hey, this is where I want to go with it.
A lot of people's favorite pod was JJ.
You just brought it back. I went dumb until just now. You just lit it up for me.
Yeah.
Shout out to Orb for knowing how it is when it comes to the skate game.
That's why, Mick, I'm the guy.
Going to Suckdo, to the grind, winning the contest, going out, not giving a fuck after the thing, and drinking a Budweiser with you and Ronnie Marshall, and then going home with Ha De Wong. Now this goes past that. You bring the girl home. I get to the apartment, and here comes Theo Han. He comes up to me. Don't hate the player, hate the fucking game. He looks at me and goes, I see how it is, Tim. And he walks out of the fucking apartment. I'm going, what the fuck was that? Theo's the biggest pimp anyone's ever fucking seen. Shout out. You need on the fucking show. And when it comes down to it, it will be good for you. We'll come there. I'll throw a lure off the back of the fucking deck, and it might be therapeutic. Think about it. You can let shit off your chest. We love you. I got a lot of respect for you. This is what stands out. You show me through your fucking video camera, Tom Petty, no comply, flipping up the 4 at the Presidio. Dude, this guy's the fucking pimp, and he skates with Legos. So shout out, Theo. Get on the fucking show.
NorCal legend.
Okay, hey, we're gonna go on, and I'm gonna start this off. I want to shout out Bill Danforth and give him I don't give two fucks award, dude. Ender was this, fuck you, and I loved it. 270 bonuses to 50-50 in. You know what I'm saying? The originator of switch pushing. Fuck all you guys in the mod. Started out with Mongo. That's why you guys all started switch. And you don't fool me, okay? Let me hear it. Let me hear it when it comes to the Bill Danforth.
Man, Bill Danforth was high up on the Seabass nominations too, because I didn't know Bill really. I mean, I knew who he was clearly, but like we hadn't talked. And then when we got together, all of a sudden the best was my fire alarm going off in the middle of the interview, and he looks at me, he's like,
you gotta bail now, be safe.
Okay. And I just remember, thanks man, turn it off, bail. But hell yeah, Bill's attitude and his stories, his connection with all the different rad dudes, him fitting into an Alva team, like the non-stereotypical Alva element, that he was that guy that was like still down with all the dudes but didn't fit that same. He did everything his unique way, and you got to give him props to that. Fuck yeah, Bill Danforth.
Fuck yeah, dude, for life, man. Alva, you ever have one?
Of course, I had a lot of Alva boards. Chris Cook, lots of cooksies. I had a couple, I think a couple Bill Danforths even, yeah, with the psh. But here's another thing. Bill Danforth, this might get back to you. I want to use you on a regular segment throughout the next year. Like, you come on for the 5 minutes of Danforth, whatever that may be. I think that'd be cool. What? Cooking with Danforth, maybe? I know you love to do that, but like
two fucks with Danforth. Yeah. 2 fucks with Danforth.
And then, Bill, I'm putting this on you because everybody wants Murph, and I've been chasing him around the world.
Who is this guy? Who is this Murph guy?
Everybody, the 3 of us.
Shot for Tom. Come on, Murph. For Tom Graholski alone, dude. We owe Tom, all right?
Graholski wants Murph. Everyone wants Murph. Let's go.
Hey, check it out now. I'm almost laughing as you're going through Bill right now. I'm already on the next guess. She wins fucking, doesn't even know how funny she is, but a fucking riot is Bryce Wettstein. Right? Am I saying it right? Wettstein?
Yeah.
Okay, you are so fucking funny. You remind me of a butterfly just flying around some flowers. I don't care. And then busting in air, you know, like, fuck yeah to your attitude, hanging out with the boys and just having your own style and being unique. You're fucking funny. I'm going to try to get a couple clips to throw in. It was something almost like feng shui.
Look at this. I'm getting that feng shui going.
What is that?
It's just like where everything in the room has a cosmic balance. So everything like just feels good. And if you put it out of whack, it messes up your mind.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that French?
I don't remember. Hopefully we get the clip in there. It was a fucking riot.
Yeah.
The whole pod was just smiling and sunshine and butterflies and rainbows.
And the queen of the uke, she had some ukulele skills.
Let me see if this works. This is kind of like, I don't know what it is. Rolling out a mattress and flying to another land. 2 pillows and a blanket make a smiley face. Not knowing why you did that, cause you thought you grabbed your backpack. And the subjects and the pronouns seem so out of place. And we are all inclined to make mistakes without signing a contract first. Listen to the radio, grab your things, you gotta go search for your missing puzzle piece. 1,000-piece collection, and the only false perception is who you are and why are you standing so out of reach. It could be through the woodlands or by the beach. Who knows? So when your car doesn't start on the way to work and your mind is telling your feet to run berserk, you might find the need to fly just to fall away from this earth every once in a while. You're writing through an essay and you forget to look away before you press submit. The fear of someone's eyes on your heart, intense surprise is usually enough to make you want to quit. But I assure you, you're much wiser than this. Who knows? So when that feeling comes over you and you feel like a flute without a windpipe to sail through, and when the corners of your mouth feel like going north instead of south, you can let it. So when the marker's ink is all befuddled and you're in the middle of your boss's best recital, you might long for a special song just to feel subtle again. 'Cause on our earth, your heart comes first, and that's where we begin. There, that's the song.
That's good.
Yeah, Bryce.
Oh, God.
Welcome to stereo, too.
Yeah, congrats. This means a lot to me. First of all, I'm going to shout out Air on Roll-Ins, for he's up there. This is right after the pod, right after Shag's pod. He's sending me footage of you guys finishing the sidewalk. It's Shag sitting there finishing the sidewalk. Then he's showing me the rookies and what they do. I got a little live action right after this, so you guys up there. It meant the fucking world to see you guys live, pretty much. So shout out Shag for doing what you're doing. Keep doing it. Shout out to Rollins and the crew. Really awesome to see you guys fucking working your ass off in the cold. It looked cold as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Give me
and
something
then Shaggy. And then Shaggy brought the intro clips to the Curb video with the fucking parking block on the skateboard
and the
boards. Yeah,
they got the ender too. Man.
Big love, Shags. Me and you got to make this YouTube channel a reality. He's got all kinds of crazy ideas for little shows and stuff. It'd be fun.
Okay, next up was Danny Sarge. I'm gonna start it out with my first pro I ever got to see. Go Skate the dad, shout out, was walking in there. Place smelled like dope. I heard my dad say something like, whoa, it smells nice in here. You know, the old dad comment, right? Sarge comes out the back, not skating, high as fuck, flannel on, and hands me his board because I won the raffle. First impression of a pro, and you were cool as fuck. To seeing what we've seen together, be up at Burnside with you with your red jacket on doing backside disasters, seeing you walk by with the pregnant girl while I'm in CCA, Culinary Academy, losing my fucking life. I just seen glimpses. You're the man, dude. To see Eric loved you, fucking said he used to send you money. We always talked about you. He really fucking loved you, Danny. I just want you to know that, because if he talked about anyone, most likely it was Danny and what you were doing, that you were taking care of your daughter and where you were. He had you on lock. He knew what you were doing. And it kind of impressed me, like, wow, you really fucking are keeping up with it. Yeah, I send him money here and there. You send Danny money? Eric sent you money. How cool is that, dude? Fucking love you. Hope the best for you. Your graphics were dope as shit.
Barrel full of monkeys. Danny, big love. Proud of you, man. Keep it on the real. You're fucking doing good shit. Going through school at this age, it ain't easy. Life is never easy. But fucking facing those challenges, much respect.
Next up's Paul Schmit. I'm going to start it off with one of my favorite first impressions due to how much heart and soul Bryce put into it. It was deep. It was real. The smartest pod award, the smartest dude on Talkin Schmit forever, eternity, goes to you. How's that? The scientist.
Made me feel the dumbest I felt all year. Award is Paul Schmit.
He does it to everyone.
Big love, Bryce Knights for sure. Thank you, Bryce. You put the two of us, the two Schmidts collided, as Paul Schmit would say.
Yeah, if you want to box it out, Schmit versus Schmit.
Boo! You get the award for making us feel dumb as shit. How's that? Hey, next up, which is weird. I mean, I'm getting schooled by you guys on Dacola of all this surf knowledge. Before that, I'm hyping fucking. I'm not the only one. Danny Way says that fucking Christian was the first kickflip too and didn't give a fuck. I remember seeing it in a movie. I am not going insane. I can't find it, but I know Christian did a flip on a wave, and it was in a movie back in the day. Danny's seen it too, it sounds like. But to go full circle, surf talk, and then to have Nathan on, skate, surf. Wow, bro. To talk about, let's just talk family. If there was anything, anywhere that was deeper in the roots of family history, fuck, dude, you guys win? Like, what?
The two biggest wow moments for me of the whole year were like, wow, I got Nathan Fletcher on here, and I got to talk to this guy for over an hour. Like, that's humbling and nerve-wracking. And obviously Steve Olson to end the year. Those two guys are on way different level than myself, and I acknowledge it, but I just try, so hopefully you guys appreciate it. Nathan Fletcher is fucking ledge, though, and I, for weeks after that, was inspired by a lot of the shit he said. The Wim Hof stuff I've been looking into, taking cold showers and just like working on mind control. All that stuff was super inspiring.
All right, next up. Wow. If there was somebody to represent skateboarding at such a heavy level on the female grounds as Alyssa, dude, Del Santo, I hate to say it, dude, I've been gone for 15 years before I came back. I didn't know. And you should have heard the energy no, I'm telling you, the best video part a chick's ever put out, the best, this chick ripped. To go and watch your footage, dude, as I'm watching, I'm going, how many boys did this chick take out in her lifetime to where it became a game? Like, oh, what? Bam! Like, the guy just stopped, sit down. I used to do that, just sit down when a ripper came. I bet you watched a lot of dudes put their dicks in between their legs and sit there going, oh, fuck. I know it, dude. Proud of you. My favorite part, I hope it goes in, is you going,
yeah.
I wanted to, go to the extreme. Like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to be like a slut.
You showing your woman side. Don't ever lose it. Don't let anyone ever scare you off from that personality, because real people really enjoyed seeing that in you, saying, you know what? If I'm going to dress up, I'm going to dress up full slut right now, and I'm not going to give a fuck. That was my favorite part of the pod, was watching you not give two fucks and say how it is. I'm going full slut right now. Fuck fuck you. It reminded me back in the day, a girl used to call her boots. I guess her mom named them, I'm going to wear my hooker boots. So it's just same shit. It's just, you go, girl. It's just sick pod. If there was somebody to represent the females out there with the 2 fucks given, I fucking rip, Alyssa style, it's you. You're like the next generation of, like, sick as fuck, dude.
Yeah, Marissa was definitely number 2 in the Seabass Award because when I talked to her about doing it, she's like, I don't really want to do it. I don't want to say negative stuff about people, and I got stuff that blah, blah, blah. And I was like, look, we're just going to edit out anything like that, and we'll just make it rad. And it was super rad.
And positive.
And
I didn't see any
the
of that.
surprise of the year when she just pulled out a shirt that Hammocky had sent her. Like, that was touching, and I was just, like, blown away. But, like, this girl's, like, one of the most humblest girls or human beings that I've ever encountered. The shit she did, the shit she does, and how important she is to so many people, and then she's just like, I don't know, whatever. I love that. I love that beyond. And I love you, Marissa. Thank you. And let's see who's next.
Okay, next up, which I'm calling it Barros's, who's Robin, because pretty much the whole pod, pretty much all you guys talked about was Barros, right? Is Murillo Perez. He didn't get the views that he deserved. I mean, he's a ripper. He skates all the bowls and shit out of Brazil. Brazil just doesn't get the it's almost like Canada. We don't get the numbers out of there, too. It's weird to see how numbers reflect through YouTube and different Brazil, Canada. What's that?
It's about the one.
Well, say something. Say something.
It's
good.
about the one. Murillo, the family aspect was amazing. Like all the pants and all the different little things. Those guys are so fucking driven. Just to think that those guys fly like 20 hours to go to some contest and skate for like 2 days and then fly 20 hours back home. Like that takes a lot of motivation and dedication and just belief that it's going to be a positive, fun time, right? Murillo's one of the best. Like every time I see him, he just brings that smile and that energy that is contagious, that you just want to be in that aura. That one was live from Brazil too. So that's like another aspect that I love about the Zoom, where I'm like talking to Dustin Dolan in Australia, and now I'm talking to Murillo in Brazil. It's like worldwide. So it's pretty cool.
Totally sick, dude. I'm proud of you for being proud of Familia, because that's all we got in this life. Next up is Zared Bassett. And
Dr. Z.
For guys that are still skating and still rocking, this guy's East Coast style, something really stands out is that wall ride nollie heel flip out at the Brooklyn Banks. Like, just the way you skate, to be able to, half the time right now you're doing switch, wall ride nollies out downstairs. I notice that's your thing right now. I can't tell if it's regular or switch. You know what I mean? That's how sick you ride. Half the time I don't know which way you're going. So shout out to your skating ability, your style, dude.
I feel like Zared is one of the guys that maybe out of every skateboarder I can think of right now impresses you more in person. Like, you see his shit on video, photos, everything, and it's rad. But when you see it in person, you're like, this guy is literally one of the best. Like, it's insane.
I've heard that about people. That you might see footage of them, but you really just want to go see them in person.
Yeah.
I've heard that a lot lately, to tell you the truth. So there's different aspects of skating. There's the filmer guy that's going to sit there and try a trick 9 million times. There's the gnarly guy who's going to pull it once. You better have your camera out. There's a guy that's just flowing to where, like a Gino, to where, wow, that's the most beautiful switch backside 180 I've ever seen. Saw that, you know? Enough said. Let's go to Charn and Buddy.
Keep it going. Rick and Bud. Charno. Fucking the word was out. Charno or Buddy? I think Charno, yeah. He reached out and he's like, man, I'm making this movie. And I was like, well, let's do it right when it comes out so it hypes it up. And then I saw the movie, literally finished the movie, walked over to my computer, hit Zoom, and we did the pod. Like, those guys are big influences to anybody in the skateboard cinematic world. Yeah, much love to Rick and Bud. The love letters that they did with Grosso obviously are forever.
That's what I was going to say. Is it pretty much the way the pod started out is kind of the flow of the whole pod bouncing off people? No, that sucked.
I'm already not watching.
fucking already clicked off that fucking bullshit. That was boring. Okay, take two. Buddy Nichols here. You're watching Talkin Schmit with Six Dare, and I'm not a part of that one. I'm clicking. Damn it. Nope. Shit, you lost. We're going to get one.
Charno's personality is fucking, he's a riot, dude. And not to kick Buddy out of there, too. You guys are both fucking a riot. I want to tell a story. I must have stayed at Burnside with you guys. I don't know if it was Charno. I thought he was a Euro kid. I ended up borrowing his Nike Euro hikers and putting him on and doing Osage's wall ride over the quarter pipe. And as I'm coming in, the shoelace gets caught on the wheel and I'm headed right towards the hump of death, just gonna get destroyed. And somehow the fucking shoelace comes out and I pull it. But I was about to die at Burnside in your Euro hikers, if that was you, Charno. If not, it was Buddy's buddy, but I'm pretty sure it was you. And thank you. Those shoes were sick as fuck. Those Nikes were dope as fuck.
Ew. Hey, let me give out another award. This one's best laugh.
Fuck,
These
man.
are all by vote. This is not my choice.
Viewer's choice.
Thank you guys for voting.
Viewer's choice.
The nominees, this would be the top
good ones.
6 out of all the ones we listed.
I'm kidding.
The nominees: Clyde Singleton, Danny Sargent, Jeff Toland, Laura Bato, Marissa Del Santo, Steve Olson.
Can I just say something? Batos was adorable, but I'm going with Sargent's. He had the funniest fucking laugh.
Well, the winner is...
Let's see. Wow, I get to open one. Excuse the spaz. Coffee in me. Sargent, we got it. Dude, you gotta put it in there. Dude, fucking a riot. That one's for Eric, too. Fuck yeah, brother.
Damn, and Tim has not seen the answer, so he just...
I loved it. I loved your laugh. And Babato had the cutest laugh, but there was so many. They started going through me for a second. There's a couple more that really stood out, but hell yeah, congratulations.
And one last thing, like, I can't build it, but I would love if one of you viewers could build a Wikipedia page for Talkin Schmit. They won't let me do it because it's my shit, apparently. I don't know how it works. But how cool would it be to have all the PODDY awards, the 4 and each like year? I'm wondering, does Tim know who won the first PODDY award?
No.
Dennis boozing it.
Well,
Dennis was the first. Second year,
go fuck.
Brian
I'm
Brannon.
Okay, really?
Third year, last year, Freddie Gall.
Well deserved.
And then this year, we don't know yet, but I need to have those little things. I think it'd be fun. So you out there with your internet fingers, if you got some time, just wiki it up, email me. I'll send you any stats you need to know, but I don't know. They won't let me build it.
To be on the pod
My dream.
and call Freddie the definition of a skateboarder, and if you were to have it in a dictionary, and then within a couple months see you on the cover of Thrasher Shit sitting there on the Bible, I mean, fucking, it's true. It's obviously true and fucking well deserved. I'm so proud of you and Lou and fucking Ben. I mean, you guys are doing it. I love the graphics too. I tried to get the guest model of
metal.
Yeah, I tried to get the guest model. What's his
Brian
name? Yeah, I tried to get the Anderson. It was
Sold out.
Such a beautiful. I couldn't get it. I tried to get it through Atlas, but I love the graphics. I love what you're doing. Get the machine rolling on that
Keep
shit.
it going. Shout out to metal.
All right, next up is Descenzo, which view-wise, I'm going, this guy is the biggest fucking killer out of Canada. At the age and what you're doing, you are amazing. To come on the show, we need more Canadians on. I want Chalmers on. You did the Chalmers gap, the tray flip, for you to hype him up on fucking, to give him props on that. I mean, that's Canadian love, fucking sick shit. I know I've already said this. I don't care. I love Chalmers. There's only 2 people that I can remember, at least Canadians right now, that while you're skating around, the whole place is going, and you're hearing, it's Chalmers and fucking, what's his name from Girl?
Rick McCrank?
McCrank. They're the only 2 people I've been next to and felt like I was gonna fucking die are you 2. So I swear to God, too, it was McCrank in Bennett. What was that? The place with the big roll in?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bennett's was McCrank, and it was Chalmers at White Rock doing fucking mocking the fucking ball and coming out 360 ollie flip, fucking grab. I'm going, what the fuck? Like 12 feet high, bro. Like, I'm sorry to say, I'm not taking away your glory, but Canada, dude, Canada, man.
Whoa, slow it down.
Descenzo. That was fucking.
Say something.
The best thing I ever. Maybe the. Okay, it's too hard to say the best. As Olsen would say, there's a lot of great out there. You can't say the greatest. But that day that you fucking kickflip that double set with me and Felper, that lives forever in my brain.
It's gonna live
thank
forever
you.
in everyone's, dude. Fuck. Oh, next up, and this was like, this meant a lot to me because if most relatable person on the pod, half the things you said is how I felt as a skateboarder. I was more into the photography. I hated the filming. All of a sudden, these people are bringing out generators, lighting everything up, and it's just a fucking production. That's not why we skated. I don't know if it's the hippie mentality in us or what, but most relatable pod goes too fucking rough. And as I'm out of skateboarding, you let me know that the real true skating and the way we skated was alive. It was you on a Japanese fucking sign doing a hurricane with the rough style, and to see that I'm all, oh my god, when I say ours, it's that style, the 18, that style's still alive. So to see you still having it and to keep it alive, it meant so much to me. I don't even know what year it was, but I see you on a inside doing a sequence on a Japanese sign and go, the style stays alive through guys like this. That's how I feel about you, and I related to almost everything you fucking said, kid. Fucking sick.
Jake Rupp, that's my dog award. Ganja in my brain, he called me up and he's like, dude, you should get Rupp on the pod. I was like, I'm down. He's like, yeah, just hit him up. Next thing you know, there he is. Jake, you still owe me photos of your parents' cafe, diner, and I owe you a visit because I want to go out there into your world and see all that shit. That was inspo, man. Big love to you.
Again, family, dude, to see how proud you are of family. I love that kind of shit, man.
Yeah,
family's all that we got.
For sure.
Okay, next up is Rick Abaceta. And this is just like something that really hits home in the point where do me and Schmitty meet? We meet on Daly City right there at fucking
Chico Boulevard.
Well, John Daly Boulevard, right there at the fucking diner. At the diner right there. If not, you know. And so to hear you on the pod going, well, that's where me and Mike were, and he's talking shit. What was he calling them? But just like, dude, just all of that, it just brings it all back. I got to feel your energy before, and I almost heard you say, fuck you, man. But when the truth is, we all have, I have a photographic memory. When I see you, I see that frontside shove it, backside nose grind. I don't know if it was how you landed with that knee in those baggy pants or what, but that's you, bro. I swear you did it on a white curb in another video too at that gas station. But the one I did see was the granite. But dude, that's you. That's your trick, dude. And no hate. I know everyone's doing it. Well, not like you, brother. Not like fucking you. The roll in on China, the history, you were there for all of being able to school. Like, no, that's not how it was because you were there. It's so sick to hear that shit.
That was one of the funnier ones for me for some reason. Like I was cracking up.
All we need is you and Mike.
You can't say enough about Ibisette. He's been there forever and always kind of like maybe didn't get all the limelight as some of the other people, but ATV, I love the fact he's like, those fools would just stay at EMB. I wanted to go skate everything. That's my guy right there.
Showed in your footy, you know, you were all over the place. Next up, I want you to go, I was out of this at this time. It's the Merlino, fucking...
The Dick Burrito,
Well, tell me about Merlino here.
Nick Merlino's a wild Jersey man. He fucking came to King of the Road and bonded with Andy Roy and just did not give a fuck. He was the guy that put the diapers on. He was the guy that like put anything that you needed something whack and crazy to do in the van. It was Nick because he just wanted to fucking help out or whatever. But then the guy on a skateboard, he's the guy that if you'd never seen him before and you get to like the session and there's like, I saw him, I think the first time was in Hollywood at one of those contests where they built all those objects and like had different teams come through and skate. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy every time just, you know, like first try. He's got a lot of tricks on lock and he goes big. So yeah, it was crazy. But then Nick left Foundation and found the Lord, and he's doing his own thing now. And I hadn't talked to him in a while, so I wanted to touch base as a friend, but I thought it was interesting for the viewers as a pod as well. So that's how that one all sparked.
On that note, shout out to Sean Mandoli, the originator of all that shit. Right? Really?
And Solomon.
Hey, and I'm bringing that back. Solomon and you guys, this needs to come back because that's where it all originated for us too, is ramps at the churches. I almost hit up the church up the street. I remember there being, you started that kind of stuff. I don't see why that don't come back. Getting people to love again and skate and have a place. I mean, shit, it's where we all congregated. A couple of the PAL demos were at churches and shit. I don't see it being a bad thing. Let's bring the ramps back to the churches, dude. Fuck.
George Michael said you gotta have faith.
It's the biggest con job ever.
Okay. Well, and on another thing about Merlino, I'm bringing it to that Duffy fucking, Duffel fucking kind of thing. The new era Duffy Duffel. You went gnarly. You're going big foundation style. You know, like fuck. Fucking nar. You're just there's 4 guys on the pod that the skating is up to date. Gnarl, you're one of them for me.
And
so.
I still want you to switch Ollie the double set in Valparaiso. So come up to SF, we'll go there, and you can do it.
Now I'm gonna go. This is Steve Cab and Mellow Pod, just talking life, keeping it simple, keeping it cool, and just talking about yourself. Only shoe I wear. I have 22 pairs. This one's the no comply. We're shouting it out, okay? We're shouting out no comply today. I got 22 pairs. I decided to wear this pair of yours. This was when the numbers started to rise. So you were the starter of bringing the numbers to us, and people wanted to hear your story. So thank you for coming on the pod and being a part of it and showing positivity, no nego and love, dude. Oh, my favorite part is you. I'm not a San Jose fan, I'll be honest with you. So for you to say you had to leave San Jose to go find the skating, I was like, oh, bam! I thought it was so funny, dude.
Send your hate mail to fuck San Jose
or just fuck McKenney. Fuck you, McKenney. It's fine with me. I don't mind. Okay, we want to keep going, all right? You want to keep going?
Yeah, dude.
All right, Ray Stevens, which is funny, back-to-back. It's funny to see the back-to-back.
More San Jose!
Well, hey, I'm sorry. Yeah, exactly. Damn, right as I talk shit, now this is one. Fuck you, McKenney. But I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're healthy. You got your chica. You're still doing your thing. Right on to come on the pod, dude. Right on. You got anything to say?
I just want to say thank God you're alive, because I've lost a lot of people, as we all know. And Ray, you battled and you pulled it, so that's good. Also, man, whether Tim likes San Jose or not, you can't overlook the influence you've had in Drunk Engines, The Faction, all the different rock bands, your DJ, your connection with music, you and Crabtree. Crabtree's my homie. I just got to say, big love.
And it's not true. There's a lot of things I do like about San Jose.
Brick banks.
I'm going back. In 2019, we did a Pictures on Your Wall. So I'm going to shout out something I do love about...
Fish bank.
Well, something I do love about San Jose, and that was Tim Brosh and the energy and love he showed to every one of us. I hadn't talked to this girl in over 19 years, and all of a sudden she calls me. The first thing I ask her is why Tim Brosh was on her wall. And she started to tell me the most beautiful story of how Tim saved her day and made her feel special when she had nobody. Instantly in tears for like 10 minutes after 19 years of not talking to this girl. I'm crying. Shout out Allison Lee. I want you to go to our story. Tim did that same shit to us. We're up in Reading, drinking a 6-pack. Tim comes to my door. We're sitting there just zoned out after the skate session. He's all, hey, I just want to hang out with you guys. Not really allowed to, but I just want to drink a half a beer and smoke a couple hits. And me and him are looking at each other like, Tim Brosh wants to hang out with us right now. I can't fucking believe it. Did I jump in the backseat and let him hit shotgun or something?
Yeah, it's just like
what is so magical, dude? I'll cry, dude. Tim made you feel special no matter who the fuck you were, and it's proven. That's not my story to tell, and she said she'd never told it to anybody, but it was the most beautiful story of Tim making somebody feel special like he did to us, and probably like he did to fucking everyone out there, dude. You're still here with us, dude. I don't care. We're not talking death. We're talking life. You're still with us.
Well,
man.
Tim will get to it later, but Tim Brock was the one that brought Jason Adams to my house. That's how I met Jason, and later we'll get to him, but he was on the pod last year, and that was one of the highlights.
All right, dude, we're going through. I love our flow, dude. I started out Nago. Well, I started out Christmas fucked me up.
I woke up on a bad one.
Me too. I started out very depressed, and I almost shut it down. He lagged for like 40 minutes, and I was about to tell him just to stay home because I'm now feeling like shit. But somehow we always do it to each other. The next up is Neen. And dude, this means a lot to me. This is going down as probably my favorite first impression. Shane, dude, don't take this wrong. Back in the day, Greg Carroll called me the mascot of Think, and I took offense to that. But literally, when I think of you, you're in the background and everything that Drew does. Yeah, Drew, get it, Drew. It's like, dude, you are the mascot. And that's like something to be proud of with the team you're on, dude. Your personality, you talk about, damn, Neen, you brought some guac to the session with some chips. Like, just the way you did it, that flow. I just seen something on you. I just seen something on YouTube of you.
This is Shane High, and you're listening to what? Talkin Schmit.
You had me rolling a couple days ago. Dude, my mother went to manual school.
Well, I gotta say, Neen was probably one of the most positive pods of the year, and in line with Nathan Fletcher, where it was like a lot of mind and physical thought process. Like, hey, we need to preserve this fucking body and mind. When we get older, we need to last, and we need to remember, and we need to think, all that stuff, and we need to be able to walk. All that stuff, it was really like, and I was like, I need to, push-ups, pull-ups, like, what do I need to do? And Neen is one of the coolest motherfuckers out, because I would hit him up with some questions and he'd get right back to me and be like, dude, do this, and like dietary, just everything. That shit is so important, and I appreciate it.
So that sticks out of the pod is the story of the heel flip to where it really clicked the day it clicked. I forget, was it Drew? Yeah. Who was the one that told him? Where it's all,
the boss.
Yeah, man, you really got something with that heel flip, man. Yeah. You should really, it's just like, I love
trademark that shit, fool.
I loved how he just let you know, no, dude, there's something really to that heel flip, man. It was awesome. Okay. Right. Now we're going, if you wanted to go off numbers and views and all that, we got to give it up to Salva for the first 10,000. God damn it, Salva. People really wanted to hear you and Suchu. People really wanted to hear that story. The 2 over 10 G's is you and Suchu. So congratulations for kicking it to that. And it started with Cam, and you kicked it up to that 10 G's. So people really want to hear that story about you and what you've done for skateboarding.
Fuck yeah, dude. Keeping the fucking flame going.
No doubt. That was fucking a good day, man. I love talking to Salva, and we've always had little sparks that like you'll always remember. You and Farmer have an insane relationship, and I love that you guys can give each other shit. But what's my favorite quote of the year, Salva?
Fuck the Dodgers. Fuck the Dodgers.
Fuck the Dodgers.
Well, how about that too? Farmer has taken in Salva's son while he was at school for a little time, for a while. I mean, that's family. You know what I mean? Jesse. That's trust family. That goes deep as shit. Yep. The one thing that I've gotten out of you is I got schooled with, I went to Salva school when I went to Hillsboro, went to a couple pools, got on the internet with this guy and said, come skate my pools. Farmer went so far up my asshole with, you're a clown, that's not how we act. So I got schooled at Salva school, and I pretty much quit after that because it went to Clown Town anyways. But after that, I was like, fuck it, I'm out of here anyways. It was weird.
What do you think's gonna be funniest podcast of the year?
Oof, Clyde.
Really?
Dude, I mean, what are you going with?
I don't know, but let's see who the winner is.
Dude, you and Clyde, I mean, dude. Clyde. Dude, I'm pretty good at this, huh?
He wanted to get involved, and I'm sure you've known this. You know, I just want to get involved. I don't want nothing. That is never in the fucking history. That is the greatest lie since slavery. You know what I mean? That is like that's probably how they got all the black people on the boat. Like, look, man, I don't want nothing. You know what I mean? You guys just hop on this boat. You guys go to this boat. We want nothing from you guys. I I'm just gonna give you a ride. I swear to God. You guys want to ride across the curb? I fucking got you.
Honestly, the way you guys bounce off each other, Clyde, like I said, after your pod, you had me in the garage listening to Boogie Down Productions and KRS-One 9mm Go Bang and the rest of the selection for fucking 3 days doing manuals. Shout out 5 Minute Manual. I'm still on it. You should see my stomach and you should see my thighs. Go do some manuals in your garage and see what happens, dude. It will change your fucking life. To this day, I do it every fucking day. I got Day One. Because of Day One's influence, I'm sitting there back and forth manualing just to fucking stay alive, brothers.
And
fuck yeah, Clyde.
I just want to add the obvious. I fucking love that you and I did a podcast when supposedly whatever, I don't even know if people believe in this shit, but people talk shit about like, oh, competitiveness. We're just skateboarders talking. You got a show, I got a show, and we didn't give a fuck.
You guys had a flow is what you had.
And
it was
I
an
love
awesome, you guys, the way you guys bounced, no other pod this year flowed as well as you. I got another thing to say about you, Clyde. Back in the day, Canada, the night of the fight at that fucking party where the girls were up there stripping and showing their titties, you were in the bathroom and you had pissed yourself and you asked me for a shirt. I am so insecure. My arms are so skinny. I didn't want to fucking give you my undershirt. I felt so fucking bad and I really want to apologize for not giving you my shirt that night. Later we go outside and everyone's knocked the fuck out by the hockey dudes or something. It was a crazy fucking night, but I really regret not giving you my shirt in the bathroom that night right before the fight broke out. Please forgive me. If I was more of a man, I would have thrown my shirt off and said, fuck yeah, here you go, bro. Please forgive me.
And spoiler alert, I will be on Clyde's pod next year, and we got a little something fun planned that Clyde came up with, so look for that. We're going to take a time out because I got to check on these batteries and make sure that it's still filming. Be right back.
43.
Head on down to your local shop. Ask Blood Wizard Skateboards. Or visit bloodwizard.com for all your conjuring needs.
Tickety-tack.
Hey, it's Corey at Blue Plate, 3218 Mission Street. Come see us. Meatloaf, fried chicken, deviled eggs, Dollar Olympia beers. We're here every day of the week. We got a garden and we got smiles on our faces. Come let us make you happy.
Hi there, interworld of webs, cast, podding. This is Cranny. You're listening to Schmit Talk, Talkin Schmit. Talk some Schmit. Put it in your ear hole. Find out about your world.
Killer! Hello, is this on? Yeah.
Is it? We back?
Yeah, okay.
Are you sure you're at right angle? You know we're good and all that? Looks like it's lifted. We're good, huh? Okay, hey, so in between Salva and Adams, all of a sudden I talk about San Jose and then bam, it goes fucking. Now we're on Adams, right? But before that, we're going to do an unboxing. This came from Austin. You might even get a no comply sticker in there because I got it. Shout out Howdy Cat and shout out love from Zach Martin, bro. That was awesome to see that. I think they're awesome. Mine are already growing in my front yard. Mom didn't even get one. Check them out and see what they are. Merry Christmas from Howdy Cat.
Howdy Cat. Is it like Hello Kitty? Is that like a play on that? That's what I was always wondering.
Howdy.
Hello Kitty, Howdy Cat.
You know what? That's a good thought. I didn't think of it like that.
What do we got here? Oh shit. Wildflower wheels?
And you go and plant them at your
soil amendment, babe. Nice.
And they're wheels. You plant them and they just kind of do their thing. Water them.
I'll put them up at the cottage in Sonora. Thank you, Howdy Cat. Big love to Zach Martin. You already know. Jake Nunn, you already know. Austin, lots of love. Fucking no comply is gonna carry my shit in 2030.
You just influenced somebody.
I love you, Elias. You know that. Emilio, the Roger boys, Sieben, nothing but love.
All right, now check it out. We're going to Adams. Fuck Curb God. Start it off. Say something about Adams.
Jason, the motherfucking Kid Adams, the artist, sobriety. You know, fucking 7 years for me on New Year's in 2 days. I got lots of love for people that are battling that. And Jason, he was knee deep in those cups. But the curb video where you came in with all that fuego, man, you brought it, dude. It was fucking kick-ass. And Jason and I are going to do a Thrasher video in 2023.
Shout out Two Guns.
Six Gun came about overnight.
Shout out Chet Childress.
Shout out.
Shout out Curb God Adams. Like I said, how sick is your style on those fucking curbs, brother? Your song, the Depeche Mode song about crying in the rain, you fucking almost made me cry in the rain with that shit.
Play that right now. It's fucking pouring here.
Struggles of life. Stay up, brother. Be that big dad, man. I'm proud of you, bro. Fuck yeah.
I think it's time for another award. The Best in Person Award.
Those were awesome.
We only had 3.
But that was a change-up. What a change-up.
Laura Bato at Skateworks in Los Altos.
I love how this feels. This is something I want to do all the time.
Jason Adams in his garage in San Jose.
I could tell John had something in his mind going.
And Mark Suchu in Atlas Skate Shop in San Mateo.
Really not known for skating big rails. Mark does another, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Jason Strubens for holding it down and keeping Bato's pod tight. You really were, that was cool, man.
The winner of the Best In-Person Podcast goes to
Jason Adams, and it's well deserved with the leopard print in the background and all. I liked it, just liked your story, felt it, you know?
I even brought my sticker wall down there for that one.
How about this? Shout out to Stencil Work, bro. What was that one he did with Cash or whatever? Like, dude, fuck, that came out
Dolly Parton.
That shit came out fucked up. USA, dude. Fuck, awesome. Stencil Work's dope as fuck, man. We're going to go to the next one. I like this one too, dude. Nick, man, what is it about you guys in that fucking fog? Shout out Tim.
Tule Fog.
Shout out Blackman. Shout out you. Fucking shout out to the cafe with the hip over the gap, over the stairs and sidewalk. You know what I mean? Shout out to fucking Knox and the banked fucking gas station ledge thing that he fucked up in front of my face one night. I've had Jesse Pius, Richard, Fresno, Sugar Hill, fucking Vagabond, RJ, and that was rad, man. That was rad.
So rad.
Sending me the postcards of you grinding that. You having me on your wall after the tough breakup in high school. I feel like your family. You guys are skate family. I don't give a fuck. I love all of you. Your story, Nick, what you've done, how you've taken it to that next level with your music, the photos, Solomon's Backside Smith. I didn't even know that was you. That's implanted in my fucking brain. I didn't even know that was you. You're a hitter, dude.
You're a hitter, dude.
Knocks in the fucking pool. Just all that, dude. You must be so pumped.
Don't forget one of the best of all time.
AP.
Alan Peterson.
Madonna. I think of him. I think of a sick-ass Madonna,
I think
bro.
of a backside ollie that nobody can fuck with. It's insane.
I
That
love his
hip
Madonna,
at Marseille, just triple overhead and glassy.
Your Madonna in a pool really stood out, fucking AP, for sure, dude.
Yep.
Your backflips into your pool really stood out. You don't give a fuck, brother. So let's go to Nuge. You got to talk about this. Was after my time. I don't really know, bro. It sucks to not know.
Well, Nuge and I became pretty tight when Skate Rock started happening. He was playing bass with Figgy in the band Arctic with Frex and skating. He came on my radar though at that fucking end of the line King of the Road where it was the barrel jumps, him versus Slash, and they went head to head. I think it was 13.
Don't get 2 octaves higher on that.
Nuge is one of those dudes that no matter what, I don't think I've ever seen the guy in a bad mood. Like, the guy's just like always like up and laughing and having a good time. We went on trips with OJ. We went on the Skate Rock trips. But when he opened up the burger joint in LA, me and my wife and her family, we went straight there when we got into LA, got our lunch. I sent him a photo and I was like, hey, the fucking photo booth's broken, but my love for you is eternal.
I've always wanted to open a restaurant, but this sounds like a layup because it's just burgers. You know, it's not like we don't need 1,000 ingredients. It's like meat, cheese, buns, onions, pickles.
I'm gonna say a couple of things. The Hill Bomb, and the 20 stair, right?
Yeah.
Or is it 20?
El Toro,
yeah,
first
El Toro.
ever.
You're the
He
trademark
broke
of
it
it.
in.
And then that hill bomb, wasn't he the first, like the story of him going, oh, we're not doing this, we're doing that one?
Yeah.
That's what I like the story, the gnarl skate talk, dude. And you had it on your pod. And I really enjoyed it.
Nuge is one of the best.
Now, when we say one of the best, this is my one of the best. When I think ATV, when I think of a skater, when I think of struggles we go through, internal and being back uplifted, I just loved your story. When it comes to ATV, Ben, you got it, man. Down to your Burnside drop-in, you're fucking rolling on that bridge thing. You're just fucking, how you skate a vert ramp. If there was a new era Drehobel, I'm gonna give you that award. But to me, if there was a sea bass for me, it was you, because I really wanted to hear your story. You went fucking ghost. To Schmitty was different. No, I know him. He's my homie. To me, it was, well, where the fuck did this guy go? To come out, to find out you had the same struggles all of us have. You found yourself in a hole. You dug yourself out. And, you know, personally, Greg, right now I'm just happy where I'm at with my brother working hard and skating and just loving skating again. Fuck yeah, man. You found life. You found it, dude. Right on, Rayborn.
Ben Rayborn, I love you. One of the best moments of the whole year for me, for sure.
Mine too.
That interview.
Mine too, bro.
And just even before that, seeing you and Chris Gregson send me a photo of you guys together was kind of the first time I had seen you in a long while, and it seemed like you were doing good. And that energy that you used to have came right through the phone with the love. And when I reached out, you're like, fuck yeah, let's do it. Man, Ben Rayborn, forever, dude. Forever.
Next up is Karma. And Karma, just the stories about Tom and the soccer, you know, whatever, at baseball, whatever it was, but you know what I mean?
Karma had good stories.
Good stories of your calmness, again, in music, kind of in the same, like, realm as Nick, in the sense that you're just into, you know, your thing and shit. But I want to tell a story. One of not my first times at EMB, but later on, you were at EMB and you had a bunch of used boards, but they weren't used. They maybe had one ply gone. And instead of you trying to rip off the kids, you were selling them for $10. And they might have even been Everslicks. I bought one for $10. And I go, my first impression of Karma, it's buying a $10 Everslick, brand new pretty much, off him at EMB and him being hella cool.
Maybe the only guest I had all year last year that sent me Christmas love. Actually sent me a text saying Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
I sent you Christmas love.
But he wasn't on the. Yeah.
Next up. Okay, we're gonna do Zach. And when I think of Zach, I see him in a beanie, like a button-up flannel or something, and a Budweiser sitting there with this look on his face. And it's funny, I think it was Shalom or one of the old school girls is in the comments saying the same kind of shit. Just hella funny.
Zach Hudson, 3 words for you.
How dare you?
Tim McKenney invented something called the first impression on the podcast. And I asked him, what was the first one ever? And he said, I think it was...
What was the first girl you had on?
Oh, Jessica Krause.
And that was for...
but it was actually Jessica, or Jessie Van
Rockout. And it was the honey butters that I gave your mom on the airplane. Dude, so come on the show, though.
It was a mistake, kind of. Like, he thought it was somebody else.
That was the spark of the first impression.
But then it just went into over and over. And we don't do them every episode, but... we had a lot this year. Here's the nominees for Best First Impression of 2022. Timothy Donald McKenney on Danny Sargent, the people are saying. Alexander Horn on Danny DeCola. The Package on Nathan Fletcher. That one was
a good
sick. Fred Gall on Ben Rayborn.
That's a good one.
And Solomon Agah on Jason Adams. Those were the top 5 out of your votes.
Oh, can I say who I'm voting? Can I say who my winner is?
I hope you vote on yourself.
No, I'm gonna vote on Solomon. You in your confessionary shit brought me back down to the fucking Thrasher video where you're sitting there doing. I think it was the Thrasher video. It was one of the videos where you're in a confession talking about it. It might have been 411, but it brought me right back to that. That was my favorite with Solomon.
My favorite is that first Thrasher video where they're like, "How high can you?" Like, dude, 10 feet. What about Switch? Dude, 11 feet or whatever. But the winner of the first impression.
I don't like those today. I wanted you to go.
I like when you go.
Freddie Gall. Hey, this was, you heard me in the beginning. I said if you were going to end it on anything, I'm glad you ended it with Freddie doing Ben.
And now, another first impression from Fred Gall.
Ben Rayborn is the first time I seen him, and I was like, who is this little shit kid, dude, with these glasses? He's all like 1031'd out and shit. And like, then we get to the skate park and he just fucking dude just destroys everything. And I'm like, holy shit, like that's why he's here, dude.
So fuck yeah, dude. I think Freddie pretty much wins everything. He's just the winner of Talkin Schmit, period.
The winner, the one.
So now we're going, we just did Adams, Freet, Nuge, Ben, Karma, Zach. We're at Laura. You know what? Laura, something tells me you got a kick-ass mom who just understands what it's like to be a girl and want to go be out there with the boys. Probably taking it, maybe dad, but something tells me family's there and just really looked out for you.
Shout out my mom.
To see you in your video parts at Greer, at the I was telling you, the
Menlo Park, the tiles,
just all the spots, dude. Like fuck yeah, to see the girl shropping the old school spots and ripping like you do. Start sliding those. Start sliding your front side slides. You'll be doing El Gato hand front side slides to revert in no time. You know what I'm saying?
Transition was the transition.
The transition was the transition.
Absolutely, yeah, Laura, and thanks to the Strubings for opening up the skate shop. Skateworks was the first in-shop pod I've ever done, and it was so fun that it made me want to do more.
Clyde Singleton, we kind of already did. The best bounce between two people. What we do need out of that pod is to get Iola on. You know, the best would be Schmitty, you, and Iola on the same pod, showing nothing but love the whole time and understanding and fucking hugs through the airwaves or something, because life's too short, bro. Let's just all just love again. Fuck, man.
Clyde has turned into a regular text message buddy. Me and Clyde have been talking a lot lately, and I fucking love it. He always sends me shit like, hey, I found this out, like this could help you on your pod, and blah blah blah. I just sent him a box of Talkin Schmit soft goods, and he was all fired up. He's like, I gotta get out of Mississippi. He's leaving his cooking job, but next year. Oh, by the way, talking about Clyde, time out. Go to his pod and listen to him and Sal Barbier. It just came out on Christmas Day, and that, if that's not a Christmas present, it's WCRP.
I tried to find it.
It's Sal Barbier and Clyde. I could listen to just that pod. That should just be a regular show. Those two guys, comedy. So, yeah, nothing but love and respect for Clyde, for sure.
Okay, next up is Mr. himself, Valdez.
Joe Valdez.
I was hoping to get you on my computer, but it came in through my cell phone instead.
I was tripping. After the China Banks documentary and they go and do that dime contest, everyone in the crowd's doing your shit. I was tripping. How much can you imagine? There's no way in hell you could have imagined in the year 2022 thousands of people got their arms up in representing of the love you have. Like, you must feel like there is heaven on earth, and all the shit you went through in fucking Golden Gate is all fucking worth it at this point. Shout out my favorite cabs. They are so dope, are my Dime Street cabs. The tongues are so fat and plush. The color's so doja, the beige. They are my favorite, are my Dime Street cabs right now. I rock them only at home. The Timberlands and the Dimes don't leave the house because I ain't trying to stain them at all.
We got a major breakthrough right now. The guys that won the Skate Shop of the Year last year are out in Jamestown, New York. They're about to announce this year's Skate Shop of the Year.
All right. 2022, Talkin Schmit, Skate Shop of the Year. Who's it gonna be? Shout out to Atlas Skate Shop. Congratulations.
Atlas Skate Shop, dude.
What about Atlas?
They won.
Of course they're my heroes. Like I told you in the beginning. Okay.
Because
I made him do this because we can't both rock the same. He already rocked it on Suchu, I think. But that, hey, you know what? Hey, even more so, Atlas. Look at, I'm even double rocking you. So, you know what I mean? I was almost gonna rock your shoes too, but that was just, it would have been too hyphy. So we didn't.
Congratulations, Atlas! I got a trophy for you. I'll bring it by soon.
Congratulations for what you do for the people who come in. You're professional as shit. Even to the couple crazies who come in, you let them play their music and stuff. I've never, to the point where I'm all, do you guys consider me like that lady out there that's yelling at me? Because if you guys are just being nice to me because I'm crazy like her, please don't. Tell me to get the fuck out of here. But you guys are so nice to everyone.
What's the girl's name?
Marissa, but there's a homeless lady out there who was telling her to keep playing. Oh, I want to hear this one, and Marissa would sit there and just play it for her. Like, that's how nice they are.
I love the chemistry between Andy and Marissa. Like,
she's
when
funny.
I go in there, you could see like they don't want to say anything about certain things, and then I'll bring it up, and they'll be like, "Yep, it's rad."
Last time I went in, Andy was looking up something for Marissa, and I didn't look. I didn't even see it, and he didn't see it. She goes and puts a piece of cardboard in his beanie. So now he's walking around with something in his beanie for like 5 minutes. I'm going, what the fuck is that? And she's just having fun at work. I thought it was so funny, Marissa. All right, next up. Well, I wanted you to say something about Valdez. Just say something.
Valdez. Well, back to Valdez, Joey V.
Back in the day, I got you and Ray Chavez mixed up, and Pales had to school me to where I was all, oh, and who was the kid with the headband? I skated with that guy at Tampa. He had a crazy style walk on handrails, dude. Sean something, but it's so funny.
Sean Mitchell?
Yeah, all you guys were fucking. I got Sean.
Forgot about Sean.
Sean, Ray Chavez, and you are kind of all in the same boat to me. It's hella
Joe
fun.
Valdez. One of my favorite things goes back to one of my biggest fans of the show, Matthew O'Brien. I didn't know you guys worked together, and that story was fucking kick-ass. And like how humbled you got when I presented you with Matt's story about you.
Wow, I talked to your old co-worker, good friend of mine, Matt O'Brien, and he said you guys worked together at Torre Fazione in the financial district.
Yes.
And here's what he said about you. He said, Joe would skate at every chance. Be a 15-minute break or lunch, he'd fly outside and rip. In the middle of helping a customer, it did not matter. He'd say, excuse me, and go outside and ollie the fire hydrant. Not your average skate rat. He was obsessed to a level I hadn't seen before.
That was special. That was a moment for me. There's moments throughout the year, and that was a moment.
He couldn't believe that he met Joe Valdez.
You got to help me with this. This is another one. This guy reminds me of like, I don't even know Sieber either, but almost on that same kind of style and shit. Tell me I'm wrong, but
have you ever seen a grown man in a karaoke bar jump up in the air and try to fucking go WWE on a table and try to break it in half and get denied?
Get knocked out.
That's Pat McLean. The dude hates Ardex. He chimes in every week and says, fuck Ardex, get Bondo. This is a DIY motherfucker from the ATL. Grant Taylor's one of his homies. These guys they bring the fire with whatever they do. It's like, at all times. And that's what helps us go. And I fucking love Pat. He's family for life. I met that dude on the floor of Peter Hewitt's house. That story right there, just those words, that's all you need to know.
They basically like followed the cops. They followed us to the jail and just bailed me out like pretty lickety split.
On that note, I want to shout out the new anti-hero video. GT, just killing it. Fucking ATV, fucking awesome. It really set me off. I think I watched it 2 days ago and just instantly, fucking GT knows what's up. The way you do your ollie and point that front leg, not foot, leg, it's fucking stupid, dude. Word to your props, man.
Grant Taylor's the best. We all know that. DIY cover of the mag. Austin.
This one kind of. This one hit
my
me up.
surf bro, Yawn Patrol.
This one, dude. Next time you're in
Shout out.
I swear we probably crossed each other in one of these parking lots between fucking Rockaway and Half Moon Bay. You almost look familiar now that I see you on your truck or whatever. It's like, have I seen this guy suit up before? That fucking spot, St. Helena, your story, the family. I'd seen something. Didn't you do what are those Thrasher things?
Hell on Wheels?
No, where something.
Oh yeah, Out There.
Your Out There was fucking so awesome, bro.
Rye Barris filmed and directed that one.
It was beautiful, dude. So just to see you maybe in the backyard, and what stuck out was mommy, and they're going, yeah, the boys come over and see, oh, he's so great with the kids, and you go, yeah, who do you think's with them all the time? It's like, yeah, you got one, man. Like, awesome. I really like that. What they're doing on Thrasher with that, those are something that I really like to watch because you get the
deeper dive.
Gino, you're gonna be all right, dude. You're gonna be a good dad. I know that feeling when at first you don't even know what those feelings are all gonna come to you. Daddies, you're gonna be a great big dad, man. Gino, shout out to you too for doing yours. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Okay, wow. When it comes to skating and still killing it, and somebody that really fucking matters to me for some reason, it's the next guest that you had on, and it was Riley. I don't even know. Right when I started skating, I turned on YouTube and saw the name Hawk. And it wasn't Tony in front of it. It was Riley. And the first thing that sticks out is your backside nose blunt slide, nollie shove it in the ditch. And all this ditch skating and completely opposite of what Daddy did. And I was so mind blown with where you took it and just doing your own thing and taking it to the ditches. I see this. I know it sounds crazy, but that ollie you go to pipe and right over, can you foot plant over the top of that fucker, dude?
Can you foot plant over the top of that fucker, dude?
Foot plant that big ass pipe, dude. It'd be so sick if there's a ditch on that other side. Just jump it. Fucking gnarly. Your skating's gnarly. Your rock star status, just like Nuge. The two rock stars on the show were you and Nuge. Your music, shout out to Cold Cave Confetti. Another song, Glory. You even got the music down to a wire. Shout out to your chica, dude. You're a rock star, bro. Like, whoa. So to have you on the show, to have a Hawk on the show, win, 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 bro. Thank you.
It was pretty funny. The other day, Sharal and I were driving home and we were listening to the Mark Maron podcast, and he had on Courtney Love, which is just bonkers. The entire show is bonkers. Obviously, her daughter is dating Riley, so that's the connection there. But Riley Hawk is so fucking rad. He's like the dude that you talk to for a while and you just get this sense that like he's got his head on straight. He's humble. His dad's Tony Hawk. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on with this dude, but he's just one of the boys. He's in the back of the car. He's not grabbing shotgun. He's not giving you some prima donna vibe. The dude is solid. I got to make it down to Vista and check out that coffee spot that those guys are running, because coffee is my alcohol.
Coffee drinker, huh?
Thank you, Riley. I really appreciate him taking the time out too. It came at a perfect time, which was the holidays. We dropped it on his birthday, and then his video part had just come out like probably a few weeks before that as well. So sometimes the stars align on Talkin Schmit.
Also, you've got so much killer footage and shit, but one of the things that's just so awesome is that grind of fucking wall splat. It's just so fucking, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That grind of wall splat. Splat! Like literally fucking splatted. Like, I don't think I've ever even seen a better splat. There's never even been a better splat, dude. That was so fucking sick, brother. Next up, shout out Atlas again. Suchu in the fucking building. Back in the day, after my glory days, and I'm done and I'm fishing like a bum on the beach. I was in the bay at the 3 benches at the It's called the Showboat. We used to call it the Showboat. I know it was fucking you there. And you were so good. You're doing kickflip, frontside nose, stand-up nose grinds. And you had it every try. That's how I know it was you, to where I had to go back in time to see what your go-to tricks were in that era. And that was one of them. That's how I figured it was you. But I'm like a homeless bum kook, depressed, like suicidal looking. And I come up to you all stoked and go, dude, that was sick. And you were just in your zone. You go, oh, thanks, man. But like my first impression of you, kickflip, frontside stand-up nose grinds at the 3 benches at the Showboat, and you were going to Atlas around that time, and I had just been there with Danny and Poncho, so it all lined up. You were ripping back then, kid, when you were just showing up at Atlas, man. Fuck yeah.
Top 3 highlights of 2022 for the podcast for me has to be 1. I interview the current skater of the year the week that we announced the new skater of the year live at the skate shop that is in my backyard and that helps us a lot, Atlas. So all that came together really like dynamically for me. I was like, I can't even believe this. This is like perfect. Like if I went back to January and tried to do this all intentionally, it would never have worked. But I don't try and it just fucking lands on my lap like that. As Felper would say, I ordered it like a pizza and it came out of the oven piping hot, huh?
Highlight is almost like you had some knowledge on the skater of the year. You almost said who was gonna win right there, and it made me do a little reflection on skater of the year when it comes to it ain't just a Hollywood, LA thing. This is worldwide. This is east to west coast. If you were to go to Midwest, there's definitely a bunch of Tyshawn lovers out there. You know what I mean? We're going a little skater of the year talk because we're with the skater of the year right here.
Sody.
It went gnar, pop, punk, style. Pop won, and that's just how it is. It ain't me and Schmitty's generation to give 2 fucks anyways. It's for the kids and all that shit anyways. So that's why I wanted to give respect to the John Worthingtons out there and the less known, but the ones that are killing the new era Royce Nelsons, shit like that. Let's give it up to the Nick Matthews. You're my winner for fucking Backside Smith of the Year, brother.
You guys want to take a time out for a PSA? A public service announcement? Listen, fuckers, this is Thrasher Magazine Skater of the Year. That's what the title is. Thrasher picks who their Skater of the Year is.
Tyshawn Jones, sucker.
Duh! What's so hard to believe? Everything goes into a jar, they shake it up, but they get to pick who their Skater of the Year is. You can't argue with them who they picked for Skater of the Year. You can have an opinion, we all do. But at the end of the day, Thrasher Magazine Skater of the Year, the one they want to present the trophy to, is Tyshawn motherfucking Jones. Live with it. Sleep, go to bed, whatever you guys got to do, go skate. Quit being a keyboard warrior. I don't want to hear it. When I get these emails from you, guess what I do? Delete. Bye-bye.
Whoever's your favorite skater, then that's what matters. Whoever's provoking the stoke for you that day and makes you... Day one makes me want to go fake Emmanuel around my fucking garage, and that's my hero for the day. Well, hey, this is going for me right now. Misa pulled it off with this. I am so glad, and so is the rest of the Talkin Schmit audience is glad that fucking our ender was Olsen. He's a fucking riot. Now, how about this? For your background props, you got fucking Arto, and for your side host, Farmer starts it off capping on eyebrows, and he's going, oh, hey, man. Like, what did these guys, what the fuck? This is like, there was so much chemistry. It's down to Arto, and sir, I got my own filmer. It's like, oh my God, am I on Fantasy Island right now with these guys? It was so classic, and such a way to end it with Schmitty. Look, dude, you can't just butt in like this. It's like Schmidt's pod, and you just put him in check. Schmitty.
I want to hear.
Oh, no, Schmitty, you can't jump in, right? I know you're running.
It's like, oh my God, like this guy just killed it. So did Sieber with the graphic. That could be a shirt, brother.
Yeah. Well, let me know if you want to. I'll put it up on the screen right here. Boom.
Put the
what do you
Sieber.
think?
It's funny, dude.
Sticker,
awesome,
shirt.
bitch.
You know what I think it would be funny is if we put that up as a tree for your mirror, so you're an air freshener, and it smelled like cigarettes.
No.
I don't know. What do you think?
What do you mean?
You know, Olsen said it best, right? Olsen said, you can't say the greatest because there's so many greats. There's just too much great. How can you call one out the greatest? But what I do want to say is that out of everyone in skateboarding and everyone in the human race, like, I don't know if there's a guy I'd want on the podcast more than Olsen.
Steve Olsen was picking his nose at the friggin' skater.
You're never going to listen to this or watch this. Okay, so here's the post-game report. Olsen calls me on the phone. He's like, how'd we do? What'd we talk about? Do people like it? What the fuck happened? I don't even remember. Did we talk about skateboarding? Okay, I guess we did good. Cool. And I'm just like, this fucker's attitude. So 2 quotes that came out of this pod that really hit me and make me laugh every time I hear it. All we need to know is Salba won the first bowl contest on trackers. What?
Just him posing out on the bed at the
Shirts
end.
off party.
He actually just even went and did he just sitting there looking like sexy boy on the bed. That shit was hella funny, dude. Hey, great job. You guys did a great job. I'm so stoked that Misa said no. That's
who's gonna top Olsen, and it's gonna be hard to do 16 more till 200. Who's gonna top Olsen? That's gonna be a tough one.
I want to do this real quick and just thank every first impressions. I'm going to do it really fast. It's Cranny, the director, Poppy, Ray, Sitback, Bryce, Brodka for Bryce Wettstein, Bryce Knights, The Package, Sinner, Omar, Pencil, Farmer, Pales, Sergeant, Roy, Hale, Farmer, Solomon, and Freddie. Like, you guys coming through with that, I just love that. So I just wanted to make sure everyone that did one gets a thank you because it was awesome.
So we got the last award, actually. Oh, it's the podcast of the year, the PODDY Award. The finalists. We listed everybody, so everyone could vote. Thank you all for your votes. But the top 6, let's call it, was, drumroll please, Austin Camfouche, Marissa Del Santo, Jason Adams, Steve Olsen, Clyde Singleton, and Ben Rayborn for Podcast of the Year. Are we going to go live to Jason Jesse, who's going to award the award? To give away the award? Are we? Or are we going to give it to Tim McKenney, who's going to announce
we could do it
the winner?
Both and edit out. We got to get Jason on here. Olsen. And this is for what award? Yeah, everybody's man. Everything about this was what we needed for Christmas. So this was everybody's Christmas fucking present. Thank you from the ones and everybody, the listeners.
Yeah, big love and shout out to Tony Farmer who helped line this up, no doubt. Tony and Olsen were friends and he helped make it happen, so I appreciate that. In 2023, what do you want to see? Do you want more skate videos? We got 16 to reach 200. Who are the guests that we haven't done? Wade Spire, I'm coming for you. Craig Stesick, perhaps? Like, who do we want? Email me, because the list is short. We got 16 left till 200. And then I'm probably going to take a little sabbatical and figure out what to do next. Do we keep the show going the same way? Do we do replays and change up the format? I don't know. Or do I just say 200 was a good ride and say la vie, hasta la vista?
Keep it going.
Bye, Felicia. That's
keep the wheels greased, huh?
What's 23? Do we have any goals or anything? Do we have any fucking aspirations, dreams?
At this point, I don't see the pod. If you can top this year, then I don't know how the fuck. I don't know how you're gonna. This year is the best year yet. That's all I'm gonna say. This will be the best year yet. It fucking was, man. It was fucking the best year yet after 4. This has lasted longer than my pro skate career. I've been in here on Talkin Schmit with love, nonstop love, no nego for fucking 4 years. And I thank every one of you guys. I love every one of you. Nothing but positive people in the comments, 80 people, 90 people in the chats. You don't gotta say shit. That's us as a group in power sitting there loving what's going on. It's fucking awesome. Before this is ended, I really want to end it with a PSA because of the world we're living in, the stuff we're seeing. We're living in a world of sin. This is coming from a Capricorn born in the year of the snake. Take heed. Be careful. The devil's got a pretty mouth and knows how to use it. Be careful out there. In the words of Eric, I've seen a lot of friends lose everything. Be careful.
Be careful out there. Before we end the ender with Tim's got a nice ending song and everything, but I do want to say that who would have thought I was going to reach 5 years? Next year is year 5. And like I said, episode 200. My magnum opus came out this year with the China Banks documentary. 2023, the year of more empathy and the year of just slowing down the judgment. Let's make it fun again. Let's smile and laugh. Let's realize that skateboarding is not anything more than skateboarding.
The sooner that skaters realize that kind of shit is the further they'll get in life. You know, and a lot of those people that are angry and bitter and have little dumb shit to say, they're hurting on the inside, man. This dude's been hurting since like 92.
Make sure you laugh, and if you're not laughing, find someone that can help you with that problem.
Peace, love, and empathy still reigning supreme in 2023. Let's keep it moving. If you ever needed a little positivity and love, that's my hat. He just gave me another one. This is my chick's. I got to give it back to her, so I'm just wearing this instead. You ever needed any positivity or love, you can get it in the comments. Between me and him, we got you. The vampires just jump right off the boat pretty quick. They don't stick around too long, is from what I'm seeing, because they know you can't fuck with love. Love reigns everything. The song is Boy Harsher, Give Me a Reason. At the end of that, I'm gonna have him try to put a sample of the video craze.
The video craze.
That's what we were in. That's what it takes me back to a better place. So those are the 2 songs at the end. I hope you enjoy. Again, shout out to Riley for knowing music. Shout out to Marby for putting Boy Harsher in her part. It went really good.
It's sort of like the stampede of elephants. Like, they don't know they're making such a big impact.
Take care. Fucking 2023, let's get it.
Shout out to Camisa.
I love you.
You're a Smith now.
I love you guys.
Love y'all. Did we do it?
I think so. I don't know. You don't know until it's done.
Dude, that was one of the most mind-blowing shows I've seen to this day.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Talkin Schmit. You can subscribe to the show on iTunes, Anchor, Spotify, or anywhere you get your podcasts. When you subscribe, you'll get notifications every Tuesday of new episodes the minute they become available. Also, please leave reviews and a 5-star rating. It's the best way to help the show grow. All of the episodes will always remain free, but if you would like to help support the show, you can do so at talkinschmit.com, where you can pick up some merchandise like t-shirts, beanies, hats, and stickers. The website has an entire archive of all of the episodes, with extra photos and videos. Email us with any suggestions, comments, or ways that the show may have improved your life at talkingschmit@gmail.com. All interviews are conducted, edited, and produced by Schmitty. The intro music is Mary's Cross by the band Nature. A very special shout out goes to the executive director, Sharal Camisa.
Shout out.
Love it! This is Talkin Schmit, where the Rolodex is deep, but the conversation is deeper.
Keep the wheels greased.